Stadium in Eugene. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. They believe that their wide receiver is the best in the country. He has been so electric this season, nobody can stop him. They believe that he is so efficient in the red zone, top 5 in the country in receiving touchdowns, and he firmly belongs in the Heisman conversation to hear his name called in New York later this year. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Sooners headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Dante Moore. He's going to take a shot. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Looking for more room. The 20.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
In the red area, it's Blaylock. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Mateer. He's got it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Got some green grass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now, today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Throwing more. Look out. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Single back formation, and they give it to him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Moore will throw. Firing for the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to throw one first. Oh, pressure's coming. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Second down, going to throw it. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision. Do not throw into double covers. He got lucky that was an interception.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. Rushes on, looking for a huge play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Sooners will punt this one away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Here's Moore to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Turns it upfield. Bring him down.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed and then hurt you throwing the football.
This feels like 4-down territory, third and short from the 40. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. A strike downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
The Ducks will snap it on first and 10. From the gun, it's Hill. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Moore from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Dead center perfect. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the return, it's Sategna. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Hits inside. It's Blaylock. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
To the air, it's Mateer. Got a man. It's Blaylock. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The throw to the outside is complete. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. And you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
Yeah, I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this one.
It's not just the dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that come to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Gets the back moving. Moore. Makes the grab. It's Bear. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Moore to the air. Rush right in his face. It's dropped after taking the hit.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Long way to go on second down. The run inside. It's Hill. They put the brakes on him.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Third and long from the 30-yard line in this defense, hoping to knock them out of field goal range. From the gun on third down, Dante Moore. Out wide left, it's Bear. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in his offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Under pressure, setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Dante Moore. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert third down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Now a timeout call by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Got him on the RPO. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Last completion picked up a couple. Here comes 2nd and 8. Back to throw. It's Mateer. They're all over it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looking for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
They're going to ride this running back. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing more. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
You know they'd love to convert this third down after missing a field goal on the last drive. Moore from the gun on third down. Looking to the big tight end. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
And now it's kind of decision time for this offense. It's been a great start to the football game. Moving the ball down the field, scoring 10 points on the first 2 possessions. Do you want the field goal to still be a 2-possession game? Or do you want to be aggressive here, try to go for it on fourth down, and maybe break this game open early?
And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Extending the play. On the move at the 30. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Ducks. Took it all the way back to the house.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, Week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the USC Trojans.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return.
And it's the Buckeyes, able to pull off the upset in this one, but by the narrowest of margins. And this one gets them to 5 wins on the year, which isn't cause for a campus-wide celebration, but it's proof the coaching staff is getting through to this team. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Mateer. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. sends it back in motion. Here's more to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
Third and long right here. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. In the gun on third down. Moore fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Bust through behind his pad. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the fourth down decision pays off big time. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for the edge. He'll toss it. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Going with the counter play here. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Rolls right. Lets it fly. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. To throw, it's Mateer. Turns it upfield. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
How loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Takes a handoff. It's Davison. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moore. Left side is bare. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Moore will throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
Working the middle. There he goes. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw. It's Mateer. Out wide left, it's Harris. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football, tackle, and don't give up the big plays.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. The Sooners want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Look out! On the move to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off, he takes off, and gets a positive gain.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Looking for space, it's Davison. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dante Moore. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, know when guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Third 10 inches, and we'll have to wait for it as a timeout is called. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. And the Ducks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Powers inside. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. The Ducks have their offense in high gear. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Drop immediately. He got nothing on first down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing more. Left side, it's Davison. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Moore with the play fake. Fires on the move. Right side, it's Bear. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier. They get the first down, and tick, 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 tick.
The Ducks with the 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
This drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Might as well run him again. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Gonna run it. It's Davison. He stopped at the 27-yard line, needed a little bit more to pick up that first down, and now they have a decision to make. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. One more play to pad the stats. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. A couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what